There's something about water, whether it's still or gushing, that pulls me in. I love being near it, and I love capturing it. Over the next few days, I'll be exploring parts of the beautiful east coast of Tasmania. For my viewers who don't know where this is, it's this little island off mainland Australia. I'll be capturing the rugged beauty of some well-known places and some lesser known places, taking photos at sunrise, sunset and during the day. Join me as I explore seascapes and waterfalls, which takes us straight into today's video, where I travelled to Mount Paris Dam, a decommissioned dam that made me feel like not only had I travelled across the Tasman, but also way back in time. Now, this dam stopped operating in the mid-80s and has since been reclaimed by the wild. Ferns thrive here, as well as moss and lichen and other wild things. And of course, there's lots of flowing water. Whenever I'm capturing water, there are a few things I definitely need with me, including a quality circular polarizer.
How cool is this? Looks like a scene from the Jurassic period. Now, I'm loving this flow of water as it's funneled through this entrance, through the dam wall, and it's just flowing downstream, and there are different tiers of rocks as it's going down, so it's creating a whole bunch of mini waterfalls. A scene like this is right for the use of a circular polarizer. Now, some of you may know that to date my go-to circular polarizer has been my case Wolverine magnetic circular polarizer, which is included in this kit, together with a bunch of other ND filters that I have. But I've noticed recently in some of my images that there has been a little bit of vignetting and maybe light leakage as well. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the reason for that has been. Maybe it hasn't been sitting flush on my lens, but it has got me thinking and got me a little bit curious about exploring other filter systems, NiSi being one of them in particular. NiSi is a top-notch quality brand. They don't need me to vouch for them, but they have been kind enough to send me their circular polarizer for me to test out. So what I've got with me today is the NiSi True Color Pro Nano circular polarizer. And I'm really curious to see how it performs and how it compares against my case CPL. So while I'm exploring the east coast of Tasmania, I'll be using this circular polarizer and giving you my thoughts on how it performs. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. I'll find some compositions and I'll take you through it.
So voiceover me will have to take over from here on, as I'd botched my audio and most of my recordings were terribly clipped, as you would have heard earlier.
Slippery.
Did you see that banana peel? I'm sure it was there. My first composition takes advantage of this subtle S-curve in the scene, starting from the main dam entrance and flowing down to the left with a nice pool of rocks at the base here. I want to make sure that I remove the glare and reflection from the surface so that I can capture the details in the rock bed underneath. Time to get out my CPL. Now, full disclaimer here, while NiSi were kind enough to send me the True Color CPL to use, they've had no influence over the content of my video. My comments and opinions are completely my own. As expected, the NiSi CPL is designed well and is made of high quality materials. What I like about the design is its gnarled silver aluminium filter ring, which makes it easy to grip and screw onto your lens, and the polarizer rotates quite smoothly. As with all CPLs, you can change the degree of polarization by rotating the polarizer. If you look at this bottom right area here, you can clearly see how much glare and reflections are removed from the surface of the water as I rotate the CPL. CPL also adds contrast to the image and additional pop to colours like greens and blues. Now, for comparison, I'll take a few images, one without a polarizer and one with the NiSi CPL. I've shared my raw photos so that hopefully, even viewing this at a compressed resolution on YouTube, you can see the real effects of the NiSi CPL in removing glare and reflections, creating contrast and maintaining colour fidelity and image quality. And here are the NiSi and Case raw images as well. They're both very similar, although I'd say the Case is slightly darker as the CPL appears to block out more light. I was pretty keen not to put a foot wrong here and slip on that banana peel again. From this lower vantage point, my focus was to create depth and give a sense of prominence to the dam wall in the background. The foam created by the water pooling at the base here would provide some good foreground interest, and with the slightly steeper fall off, the flow of water was stronger, so I needed to think about readjusting the shutter speed to retain some detail in the water. As its name suggests, the key feature of the NiSi CPL is that the optical glass should retain colour fidelity. That is, it should be neutral, true to life, without any colour casting in the form of additional warm tones or cool tones, regardless of the level of polarisation. So, I was keen to test that out. The NiSi True Colour CPL is estimated to block 1 to 1.5 stops of light, which I thought was about the same as the Case CPL. Now, the changing light may have played a part, but it seemed to me that the Case CPL is a bit darker. In terms of whether there's any colour casting, I can definitely say that the NiSi CPL is neutral and true to life. I can say the same for Case, but if I were to really look closely and split hairs, I'd say that in comparison, I found Case to be just slightly on the cool side. With the sun rising higher and getting more harsh, I really should have called it a day then. But of course, I just wanted to squeeze in a few last shots. The interplay of light and shadows in a woodland area such as this can make for some nice monochrome images.
So I've grabbed myself a bag of photos this morning that I'm pretty happy with, and I hope you enjoyed seeing them as well. I've had a great time out here this morning, and I'll keep exploring the east coast of Tasmania. So come with me to my next location. I'll see you at sunrise, and fingers crossed it should be a ripper. See you very shortly.
By the sea, I'm alright. By the sea, I'm alright. By the sea, I'm alive.
Okay, now I need to say some more things. So what I've got with me today is the NiSi True Color. So what I've got with me today is the NiSi True Color Pro Nano Circular Polarizer. So what I've got with me today is the NiSi True Color Pro Nano Circular Polarizer. So I've grabbed myself a bag of photos and I'm pretty happy with them, and I hope...
There we go.
Okay.
Go.
So I've grabbed myself a bag of photos that I'm pretty happy with, and I hope you enjoyed them as well. What's wrong, lovely?